welcome to Community Calendar. I'm Raina, filling in as host again today, and we have Barb Schramm with us, and from the Lakes Area Chorale, and I'm guessing we're talking a concert.
We certainly are. On March 25th, it's a Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock in the historic Holmes Theater. We are presenting Rock and Soul Meets Gospel, and it's a really, really fun concert for us.
Awesome. And then I think, like you were saying last time, you were looking for singers, and how did you turn out?
Well, we turned out very well. We have 54 singers participating, and we're starting out with a lot of gospels, and then we go into the early rock and roll, and then into a little Supremes, and then into a little Beatles, and our guests this time are the Fat Cats, which is a classic rock and roll group here in this area, and they're going to be accompanying us on a lot of pieces, and especially on Bohemian Rhapsody and Stairway to Heaven.
Oh, wow.
It's really cool. And we also have a lot of solos going on from the choir, and I have one of my voice students singing. She's only 13 years old, and she's sung with us before, so that's really fun. And Kathy Coyle, it's a local woman here, and Kathy and I went to school together at Moorhead High.
I'm sorry. I know Kathy.
I love her.
I do too. I'm just kidding.
Anyway, and she's going to be our MC. It was so funny because the very first time I was ever interviewed for television was when I was doing my first professional singing engagement with the Fargo Moorhead Symphony. And Kathy Coyle interviewed me in television.
Yes, she worked for KXJB4, what? She was on Channel 4
exactly.
for a long time in the Fargo market.
Yeah, and so that was very, very much fun. And now here we're working together. I told her we're going to be on stage again together, Kathy. So it'll be lots of fun.
Nice. And so is the 13-year-old your youngest?
Yes, yeah, we do. We have a couple of high school students, and it goes all the way up. I think my husband might be the oldest in there.
We won't give his age away.
But it's just such a wonderful, wonderful group. And this is a concert that we started before the pandemic. And on March 15th, 2020, we had to postpone it until this fall. We had also received a grant to pay for all of our music and everything. And our wonderful accompanist, April Spaeth, was also with us then, and she is now with us as well. And so it's going to be a concert that I think everyone will enjoy because there's something for everyone.
Nice. And can you give us a little bit of background on you? And are you the director?
Yes, I'm the director. They asked me to do this in 2018, I believe, and I did one full concert. And then we started the Rock and Soul Meets Gospel. And when we kept on going with masks or with Zoom with our board meetings, and they have asked me again. And we did do a holiday concert before Christmas. That was also the very first time this group has ever done a holiday concert. And then, of course, we decided just to pick up where we left off. I have a background in conducting. And I was also a professional singer and I grew up in Moorhead, but lived 22 years in Germany as an opera singer. So I'm coming full circle around.
Awesome. Well, that's impressive.
Well.
No, it's good. Okay, so March 25th. And the time again?
4 o'clock in the afternoon. And there's going to be a lot of people on stage with the Fat Cats. The Kathy Coyle as the MC, April Spaeth is my accompanist, and me as conducting, and 54 singers from the Lakes Area Chorale.
All right. Is there a cost to this?
Oh, no, it's just a free will offering, and we really appreciate the support of our community. This choir couldn't exist with some of that. We do have sponsors that we publish in our programs, and that's really great, too, because it does cost quite a bit to fund all of this, and with the cost of the hall and everything. But I must say the acoustics I haven't found in another hall as good as in the historic Holmes Theater. It's just wonderful.
Awesome. Okay, so that's March 25th. right here in Detroit Lakes at the Historic Homes Theater. And now maybe somebody's seeing this and didn't see the previous one where you're looking for singers. So for next year, is there plans? And
Well, we're not sure. We're going to have a brainstorming session to figure out what theme we're going to have. And I kind of hope we're going to do a holiday concert again. But always watch in the newspaper, and there'll be flyers all over asking if anyone wants to join us. We have, I would say, at least a third of the choir is new this year. We always lose a few and we gain a lot. And so it's just watch out for the community, and we always invite anyone to sing, no auditions. It's just if you have the heart and the soul to sing.
all right. Well, super. Thank you so much for joining us today on Community Calendar, and we'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Community Calendar. I'm pleased to have Kelly Knoll from rural Minnesota SEP with us today. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And you actually have a nice celebration this year. What is this?
Well, I think we're celebrating 50 years in business.
Wow, that's impressive.
time.
That is impressive. But we're not here to talk about that, but we're here to talk about the job fair that you have coming up. So give us the details.
Okay, so we change it up every year a little bit. This year will be out at M State, Wednesday, March 29th, 2 to 5:30. We already have 50 employers on board, which is awesome. And an extra feature this year is if you have not gotten your taxes done, VITA, the trained professionals, are going to be out there to do your taxes for free. So if you haven't got your taxes done, come on out to the job fair on the 29th. Also, of course, we want job seekers, lots of employers, casual way to meet employers, talk over opportunity options without feeling as intimidated.
And so what can somebody expect? What is the layout? Is it just like booths? You go one to one to one? Or?
Yeah, it'll be kind of your typical booths, but employers are very anxious and energetic and ready to meet you, talk to you. There's a lot more flexibility in schedules and options for work through employers. And wages are really good right now. Man, you can't beat the wages. So it's a great time now to meet employers, start seriously thinking about, okay, where do I want to work? And you have lots of choices, and I think that's what's great.
And then what kind of a tip would you give somebody that's maybe thinking of coming? What should they have with them? How should they dress?
Dress nice, especially at least be clean and nice, comfortable clothes. You don't have to be super dressed up. If you've never done a resume, we can help you at the SEP office. Get a resume or put together something really quick. At least have some basics. Know your work history, know your skills, know what training you have, know what you can do to offer the employer. I think that's really important, is come a little bit prepared with a kind of an elevator speech.
Okay, and like you said, SEP can help with that. Is that part of your services you provide at SEP?
Correct. We provide a lot of free services, resume writing, cover letter, practicing interviewing. If you want to come in and, go over a few questions and practice, we can certainly do that with you. But just kind of looking a little bit polished and have a little bit of that information in your head ready to go is the most important.
Okay, so that's the job fair. March 29th, that's a Wednesday, 2 to 5:30 p.m. at M State. Any final thoughts?
No, we're just excited to have so many employers on board. And so please come on out, meet the employers, think about, ask questions you have. And like I said, if you haven't got your taxes done, another great opportunity.
All right. Do you know some of the businesses that are going to be there?
Oh man, we have so many different ones, and we have some from a little bit of the outside area. So health, manufacturing, retail, construction, there really is a little bit of everything. So local and even outside the area, because remember, we do a lot of job seekers don't just come from DL, they come from the surrounding area. And we also know that a lot of people living in DL drive to different jobs. So it is an area type job fair, not just Detroit Lakes.
All right. Well, thank you, Kelly, for joining us on the community calendar. And that's it for me today. But stay tuned because Nikki will be back talking about another great event.
Welcome back. My name's Nikki J. My turn now. I've got Jim Varnell with the Aero Modeler Swap and Show. This is going on at the Washington Square Mall coming up April 1st.
Right.
Now, this is your 21st annual show.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is. Been a long time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about what we can see if we come in for somebody who hasn't been here before.
Okay, we call it the Aero Modelers. We just had to come up with a name 21 years ago. There's several clubs involved, and I'm a member of the Skylarks, but there's Valley RC Flyers and many others. And then there's a lot of people that just fly on their own. They don't belong to a club. There are model airplanes. There's drones. We usually have drones that are flying in there.
Oh, nice.
We have a swap meet, so if you're looking at getting into the hobby, you can buy a lot of used equipment, really cheap compared to what it would cost new. If you want to get into the hobby, there's planes for sale, and you don't have to spend all the time building them. But
Speaking of
yeah.
spending time building, you've got some real time in some of these projects that you've done.
Yeah.
Like,
I
for
do.
instance, this one up here, what, 500 hours?
Oh no, 500
Well, 500 hours for the other one that we're going to put up here. That one was
About
1,200 hours for
building
that one.
time.
Now, how do you have that much time in a day? What did you give up for this?
I gave up television for that.
So no more TV for you, or probably
No.
very little because you're
No.
spending all your time doing this. What got you into putting models together?
When I was probably about 6 or 7 years old, my uncle was involved in it, and I thought, oh, this is great. Airplanes that really fly. And he was building, and I got interested, and over probably 60 years of building now, I far exceeded where he was. But
Nice. Now, this is going on again at the Washington Square Mall, downtown Detroit Lakes, from 10 till 4 on April 1st. And this is, again, the 21st annual Aero Modelers, that's hard to say, Aero Modelers Swap and Show. Is there a charge to get in?
No, there's no charge to get in, and we encourage questions. If you want to know something, how something flies, what it is, just ask us. I think just about everybody there is, I would call expert at the subject. We can get you started in flying, or if you're just interested in looking, we can explain things. If for those that are showing their models, there's a $10 entrance fee, but all that money goes back, and we have hundreds of dollars of prizes that are given out in raffles. But it does cost nothing to come in, and every one of us is excited to share what we have and what the planes do and how to fly them and how much it costs, and any question you have, we'll answer for you.
Yeah, I bet you guys have a lot of people there coming in each year.
Yeah, it gets crowded.
Yeah, I'm sure the kids just probably just overwhelmed by all they see there too. And so again, this is the 21st annual Aero Modeler Swap and Show, Saturday, April 1st, Washington Square Mall, downtown Detroit Lakes, 10 to 4. Mall doors open at 8 o'clock, and there's going to be the prizes, the Pilot Choice Awards, aircraft, boats, cars, control, what does that say? Control line welcome?
Yeah,
What is that now?
No, control line airplanes are different than radio control. You just send the airplane out and you control it with the radio.
Right.
Control line have stainless steel lines on them, and you're flying in a 70-foot circle.
Anything I do would be flying in a circle. I'm just saying right now. All right, set a reminder again, that's coming up April 1st at the Washington Square Mall, 10 to 4. We hope to see you out there. Jim Varnell, thanks so much for joining us today. If you have something that you would like to promote, an event, you'd like to promote a community event, you can email Raina or call the Layton Broadcasting Studios. Otherwise, Jim, good luck, have a great day, and have fun at your event.
Thank you so much.